I know you've probably seen a handful of Roblox gooning videos in your feed, but this one's different. I originally recorded and edited this back in July of 2024 when the Avatar chest issue had just originally started. But due to other projects and this one growing in size, I kind of put it on the back burner a lot, resulting in the huge delay. But I promise you, it was actually worth it. The things I'm going to cover go far beyond just a Roblox chest. I discovered a genuinely disgusting and vile group of thousands of people who are into some nasty things. But what's worse is, there are of course minors always involved. With this video, what originally was planned to just be a funny thing poking fun at some gooners, quickly turned into something much more. Please enjoy. If you've been on the Roblox platform for about 2 to 4 years, that means you've probably seen the rapid growth and change the platform has gone through. It went from a sort of chill time killer where you could log on, find a fun game and make some new friends, to now just being a sort of garbage dump of mediocre experiences and brainless slop meant to capture children's attentions and get them to use their mommy's credit card. And now that's not to say there aren't a few hidden gems and really talented developers out there, but overall, while the technology and graphics might have been rapidly improving, the user's experience didn't reflect that growth. But that's for another video at a later time. Today, I want to discuss something more personal, a sort of drastic change in Roblox I don't see many people covering, and that's the avatars. Now you see, a few years back, Roblox avies looked a lot different compared to what we have today, and that's because every clothing item and accessory outside of shirts were all controlled by Roblox, which meant Roblox could to a degree sort of control the aesthetic and stylization of their game. Now yeah, they threw in a few curveballs here and there, but overall it visually stayed the same for some time, until UGC released to the public back in 2019, allowing a group of certified and totally qualified hand-picked 3D modelers to come in and make and sell their own avatar accessories. Right out of the gate, there were a plethora of issues with this. You had people overcharging, people plagiarizing assets from other users, and not to mention the amount of stolen and copyrighted materials and characters being used and sold without a license to impressionable children. That could most definitely get Roblox into some deep waters if, like, any company decided to take action. But at the end of the day, none of that matters because I still enjoy the update. It allowed people to have the chance to be more expressive with their avies due to the limitless possibilities and options to choose from. It's kinda awesome how you can make your dream OC in Roblox because there's no limits to what's available. Well yeah, there's a few bad apples here and there, what else could go wrong? Now, since the dawn of time, there's always been freaks on the Roblox platform, and that's just due to the nature of the internet. Before, Roblox used to struggle with a bunch of not-so-safe and explicit games getting to the front page. Now, with the introduction of UGC, the issue with the over-sexualization of Roblox went from the games to the avatars, and it overall just got more common and less criticized. Now, I'm not saying there weren't a few weird avatars before UGC was added. For example, there was still an issue with shirts and pants, where people would try to create nude clothing. But the simplistic and almost toy-like nature of the accessories Roblox created made Gooners' options a lot less vast. But with UGC, that became an issue of the past. Right out of the gate, I remember one of the biggest issues being the faces, because there were a plethora of weird and just gross ones being added on a daily basis. Now don't get me wrong, as a child I loved eating glue, still one of my favorite midnight snacks, but I don't think it ever got this messy whenever I did it. It's kind of ironic because an older complaint about Roblox was its over-moderation and kinda just wild censorship, from normal unsuspecting users being banned for no reason, to pretty basic everyday clothes being taken down, all the way to silly words like gay, crap, stupid, and I'm gonna kill getting censored. But we're now at a point where Roblox is truly lawless. It went from the most harmless, littlest of things getting taken down to now nothing gets deleted. A good example of this is the newest trend amongst the Rogooners, and that's of course Ro-titties. Like literally just boobs, not shirts with the watermelons on them. It's actually just 3D models of huge boobs. Roblox characters now have boobs. Now, before I hear all the Diddy disciples in the comments, I'm not here to seriously argue or ask the question, are boobs inherently sexual? Because I mean, when they're being used for avatars like this, and these users are in groups like this, it kind of raises the question of who are these rotaties truly for? Not to mention, even if Roblox is an all ages experience, I don't think it's a responsible decision to have stuff like this on a still mostly kids platform. Because unlike Roblox's new age gating for games, an avatar can be seen by everyone and anyone at any point. They're not like really locked off from joining a kid in an obby. Now you may be going, but what if these honkers are providing women the representation they desire, allowing them to truly be able to customize and express themselves and their bodies in a man's world? Well, I went ahead and interviewed one of my very few female friends, Sock, to get her opinion. Hey, Sock.
Hey.
As a woman, do you feel as if Roblox cahonkers allow you to express all of the different female body types and structures, resulting in Roblox becoming a much more inclusive and safe space for women?
That's a lot of yapping, but boobies. I feel like a majority of people that use boobs in Roblox aren't women. It's a lot of gooning. A lot of gooners.
So do you feel as if the good outweighs the bad?
I don't know. Honestly. But love me some cahonkers. But it's a lot of gooning. It's a lot of gooning. It's a lot of you know, dudes on there that like majority use it, and they're playing with one hand.
As you can see, it's not a gender problem, and women also take issue with the Rogoobs, meaning the whole argument of representation and them not being used for inherently sexual acts is all just baloney. So who truly wants these monstrosities? Pedophiles. Pedophiles want this. Or, just like on a less intense scale, it could just be losers and weirdos who are addicted to porn and have to sexualize everything. But for the sake of simplicity, any adult who wants to sexualize themselves in a kid's game is most likely just a pedophile and should totally have their hard drive checked. And I know that might sound intense, but after the stuff I'm about to show you, you'll 100% understand my reasoning for having this mentality. To get a better look at this debauchery, I decided to take a sneak peek into what the creators of these types of avatars like to do off the platform. I want to preface this now that everything I'm about to show in this segment has been deleted and also reported to the police. I don't know when, but the server I will be discussing was deleted off the planet, but sadly, they weren't gone for long. The creator recently posted a tweet celebrating the reinstation of their new server, and this time it was actually 18+, so I will be instead focusing on the 15+ one shown in the intro. It's still insane, the creator went out of their way to specifically include 15 and 16-year-olds in their Roblox NSFW server. I will also be referring to the server as the and referring to the creator as So, what is the Well, it's a server ran by a prominent figure in the Roblox Rule 34 community, and it's a complete degenerate warehouse dedicated to Roblox and also sharing those files for the world to other people. When I specifically joined the server, I originally came here to look for just photos of people's avatars to see how disgusting they dressed up on Roblox. What I got was worse. My main issue with Rotitties is that once a kid is exposed to that, it's an open gateway for that child to keep exploring. They get more curious and interested in things they most definitely should not be in, and this server is a great example. This user is only 15 years old. His avatars used to look like this, and now they look like this. And his messages get a lot worse. I don't want to read that out loud, but if you want to, you can pause and take a look. This is not okay. He even mentions how he used to look normal until Roblox introduced the anime body type that made his behind look quote-unquote really puffy, you could say. I genuinely pray this is just a honeypot where a policeman is pretending to be a child to bait predators, but sadly I know even if this were the case, there were tons of other minors in the server who are just as bad. It was a genuinely vile place, and yet the moderators don't care. I don't care how evil I'm about to sound, but I hate every single person who ran the server, and I hope they all get everything exposed one day and they suffer genuine, real-life consequences due to what they did in the server. But the moderator I want to specifically call out is Fishley. Our moderator in question is 20 years old and a first year in college. I don't know how someone in college has enough time to moderate a Discord server and dress like this on Roblox, but somehow he found the time. Out of all the avatars of users I went through, he definitely had the worst. Some of these were just disgusting, and I can't even show them to you without having to censor them. They went from nude evolutions to just nude characters in general. I don't know how he got away with literally being naked on the Roblox platform. They are truly powering imagination over there. And then when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it devolved into furry, giantess, abomination. I don't even know how to explain this, man. It's disgusting. But again, this all just links to the people who are dressing up like this in the games to the type of people they are off the platform. But now it's time to pick apart what this man truly did. Now, during his time as moderator, Fishley did a lot of things for the server, like banning porn in general, to commissioning Rule 34 of his character, but you know, he's 20, so that's okay I guess. His right to how he spends his money. Oh yeah, he also interacted with the minors in the server, and referred to them as underdeveloped ladies. But I mean, that's not that bad. Minors are allowed in the Roblox Rule 34 porn server for some reason, and I mean, it's just casual conversation. And oh yeah, he also flirted with minors in the server and admitted to looking at a 17-year-old's butt that he was apparently sending in general chat. And last but not least, he watches a grown 20-year-old man sexually flirt with a 15-year-old girl, and he does nothing. This man is a moderator of the server. It is his job to protect the members, especially the minors that for some ungodly reason use this place. This is genuinely disgusting. I can't preface this enough, but I hate this man. I reported all of his accounts and I want him gone. I want to focus on Ashley for a second and go over what she did and what I showed in the intro. She constantly posted photos of her Roblox condo sessions and bragged about them, but what's really depraving is what she was probably doing behind closed doors. And what I mean by this is what she probably did with the user originally shown in the intro. This girl was only 15 years old when Ashley added her and privately started communicating with her, and God knows what else. It's like really sad because all of this is just lost to time because the server owner had to cover his butt and quickly get out of there. Here's a fun little quick editor's note. Although he deleted everything from his old server and all of his messages are in Spanish, meaning I couldn't really do that deep of a dive on him, I still managed to gather some things. So apparently the server was of course deleted due to the fact that they had allowed some minors in, and after some time, some members finally decided to do something about it. So they had to completely delete everything and start anew. But the reason for why the owner allowed this to go on for such a long time was due to quote unquote, they've been doing this since they were 15, which again, kind of just shows the correlation of how this stuff starts at a young age and then develops into this. And another fun, much worse fact that I hinted to in the beginning of this video is that the server owner just turned 18 during the final development of this video, meaning he's developed a community of thousands of gooners who religiously beat off to not just Roblox Rule 34, but Roblox Rule 34 of his character that he made when he was a minor. If you somehow still find it in you to argue that allowing Roblox boobs is just allowing more body types and more human expression, then I truly am afraid of you. If this doesn't make you realize the dangers of introducing kids to this type of content, then you need to recheck your morals. I was a fetus once, and I still fell down a terrible rabbit hole I wish I could have saved myself from, and when I was young, the Roblox platform wasn't even that bad. Now, you can't go into the catalog, a game, or the front page without having this shoved down your throat. out. Parents are definitely getting a lot more slacking when it comes to parental guidance and observation, so in order to prevent these kids from getting hurt online, I believe it also falls in the company's hands to, moderate their platform. Roblox can't push for their site to allow stuff like this because it's going to end up and has already caused children to get scarred and hurt. Roblox realistically will never be able to balance the 18+ chill VR chat metaverse hangout chat app and also be a skibbity toilet Max Design Pro slop infested game all at the same time. Luckily, Roblox realized this and about after 2 months cut the Roblox boob program and finally did some moderation for UGC. I mean, yeah, at one point it was so bad we had Robot and Roballs, but at least they're doing something. Except the platform and avatars are still just as degenerate as it was before. This was just a small glimpse into the world of Rogooning. To be honest, as I said in the intro, this video was intended for humorous purposes only, and quickly, after doing a bit of research, it turned into a little expose of what goes on behind the scenes. I'm not a commentary channel or expose YouTuber, so I'm sorry if this wasn't the best documented wise. I didn't want to put the name of the guy out there in case kids found it or anything like that, which is why I put out the actual weirdos info instead, because I do want to publicly berate Fishley. But I did report everything else to Roblox, the police, and Ruben's little mod for dummies. But if any other YouTubers or investigators or Roblox staff even wants to handle the situation and cover it on their channel or just get their accounts banned, I'd be more than willing to send over everything I gathered. But to the viewers, thank you for watching this all the way through, and hopefully one day Roblox will become a little less goony. I'm Timbo, and please like and subscribe. This video took me a while.